because that's how he put it in the description, like you can like it's makeout proof, and then now it says we're vegan free, so it's no longer makeout
Wait,
proof.
so they don't? They're not a vegan recipe anymore?
No, it is a vegan recipe now. It wasn't.
Oh, it always was.
No, it wasn't.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn, it used to
just in
be
the
on
last
there.
few years.
Well,
It used to be
Nooners,
on the V.
let the record show one more thing.
Like 2014.
Veganism is ruined. It made make out proof lipstick not make out proofable anymore.
But he sells his yak meat still, so
He sells yak meat?
yeah, Star Farms.
Yes. So he has a whole thing. He has yak meat now.
What does yak meat taste like?
Probably like beef.
Just like beef, and it's like super lean. I think it's pretty close to bison, actually.
A yak. I'd try yak. I actually eat quite a bit of bison because a good friend of ours owns like a huge bison ranch right outside of Des Moines
Mm.
here. So really tasty and fascinating animals, by the way. If you ever get a chance to go visit like a bison ranch, they're fucking wild. They
Like beefalo, does that count?
so most of it I learned this. Most of like the bison that you see are actual like beef bred bison. Like because we almost like hunted natural bison into existence, like out of existence into extinction.
There
Um,
you go.
I know.
It's
Reverse
a pretty
that.
damn good meat.
We didn't hunt them into existence. We hunted them into extinction. There's a
I mean,
difference.
technically, we hunted them into existence because like we
We
rebred
hunted like
them.
the
Yeah.
buffalo and
But yeah, the one outside here, shout out Bear Bison. Um, they are like the third or fourth, or like they have the third or fourth most like actual purebred American bison in America. And it's not a lot. Like most of them are beef bred, but I think out of like their 500 they have like 60 that are like have traced their bloodline back to original bison, and I guess that's a really big deal. So
Yeah, no, they use them for like ceremonies for Native Americans and stuff.
they have the
Those ones.
AKC buffalo.
yeah, they take them to like the Westminster Bison Club, and but they're wild. I mean, they're big. I mean, they're not like some sort of massive thing, but when last time my like best friend from North Carolina was in town, I took him out there, and they were just kind of driving us around like a private tour, and we were like in an F-450 out in one of the pastures, and two males like got in a fight like probably 100 feet from the truck, and I was like, "What did you do?" He's like, "Back the fucking truck up." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." He's
No
like,
way.
They will destroy this truck." Because I guess like a male, like a full grown male bison can weigh like, I don't know, like a ton. I
I
forgot
think
the
more.
exact numbers,
I
but
think like a ton and a half.
I do remember like whatever the weight was a shit ton. I think I want to say it was like they can kind of max out around 2,500 pounds, but most of them are like 1,600 to 2,000 pounds. But they could run like 45 miles an hour and jump 8 feet high.
I mean, just to put it into perspective, fucking cows and bulls can fuck up your vehicles like that. And bison, what is there a difference between bison and buffalo at all? This other thing?
Not the way you're thinking. There is a like I was saying. There's a um like a biological difference. But when you think buffalo, like American buffalo, is just bison. But technically, I guess a buffalo is like the scientific definition of a buffalo is different. Like what you see like in Western Asia, like the water buffalo, like that's an actual buffalo. Whereas
Okay.
Americans have just labeled
Is it
bison
like
as
tequila and
buffalo.
mezcal sort of a thing?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I
All
don't know.
mezcal is tequila, but not all
Yeah,
tequila is mezcal.
yeah. So all buffalo are
Or
cows.
bison, but not all bison are buffalo.
No, I don't think that's right either. But I don't know. Fuck.
Something along those lines.
Somehow we went from Jeffree Star to discussing the biology of the American buffalo.
You mean
Back to
like
Jeffree Star.
It is tasty
yeah.
though. Do you think Jeffree Star's that tasty? If we cut him open, is it gonna be good?
Probably tastes like a fucking funfetti cake.
I would assume weed.
Do you think so?
Weed infused funfetti.
He's he's like the
Mastic, maybe some lube.
just to clarify, he's like that kind of like I think is he transgendered, but like he's
No, he's androgynous.
okay, but he's just like a makeup dude on YouTube, right?
Oh, he was a
Yeah.
makeup dude before YouTube.
Okay, but he's very famous. He, they,
Yes.
I don't know. Is he a he? What's he?
He. Yeah, he.
Okay, I mean, so he's got a head on his shoulders, I guess.
Very much so, especially now.
Wasn't he fucking somebody famous at one point?
Oh,
Oh, he's
like,
fucked a lot of famous people. He
a
fucked like
lot.
most of Warped Tour.
most of Warped Tour.
And
Mm-hmm.
Good
a lot
lord.
of the NBA and NFL, but a lot of them, like, so he was on the Logan Paul podcast and he showed people, like, he showed them pictures of who he was fucking, and he was like, I can't and won't ever say, but I have been threatened, and like, rappers and shit, like, they have threatened his life, like, I'll fucking kill you if you ever tell anyone about this. But he, he likes that dick, so he's like, I'm not gonna do that to people.
Does he
hasn't
does he ever fuck
He
like
could
ladies?
burn
Does he ever fuck
everyone.
ladies? Or is
Probably.
Yes, he does now. Like, he has come out now, and he's like, I fuck women and men. I fuck
Alright.
whoever I want. But I think he's always done that. He's just like, he doesn't put his shit out there, and he's like, don't fucking label me. Let's not do these labels. Like, he's in like that old school culture, which like I'm a part of. Like, don't just don't fucking label. Like, just don't. Just don't.
he? All right. I mean,
But
Yeah.
some people just love it, but in others don't. And he's definitely one of them. But it's very interesting because he's like, and he said on another podcast, he's like, I am someone that can talk about this because of who I am and what I
Mhm.
do and my life. And
I will
like,
say he can.
the pronouns are too much.
The pictures I'm seeing now, he's definitely swaying more towards the feminine side of things.
Yeah.
But he's also
always
keeping
have.
himself to where if you ever wanted to just kind of go Bowie-ish, he's like, yeah, it was a phase. Now I'm going to go kind of more like onto the male
Well,
side. Like
he does remind me a lot of Bowie.
he's
to
got
be
a he's
honest.
got a very Bowie-esque aura about him, I suppose.
Yes. And then, like, well, now that he's out of LA and in Wyoming and
And-
just,
oh, in
the culture's a
Wyoming.
lot different.
I'm sure he
Yeah,
fits in
so he got-
well in Wyoming. But again, you never know. He probably doesn't like if he wants to go out into Jackson, Wyoming or something, or go skiing in Wyoming. He
Well,
probably doesn't do all that, and he just looks like a dude with long hair.
He's also a fucking billionaire, so like he
And,
has
like,
security.
He's very nice, and he's very like he's always kind of been, like he loves like guns and self protection because he's like, I've been threatened a lot in my life, not by like boyfriends or whatnot, but
But just by
just
people that don't
not
understand
liking
him. Yeah.
He was huge on MySpace. That's where he started. And so he would just get death threats and whatnot. So he would always carry protection and like knives and guns and shit. So
Yeah, no, he was like how
he's
Blair
very
White
2A.
has the
So he fits in with a lot of the people in Wyoming. He's like, yeah, I'm a little bit different, but I'm not a fucking asshole.
It sounds
know,
like
and-
now that you guys have told me about this, he sounds like a rad fucking dude.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
like when I met him when I was like 14, he made it a point to meet all the fans who were in
Aw.
line to meet him.
I didn't know you met him. That's so cool.
Yeah, no, like I saw Jeffree Star on his last like musical tour.
Ah, cool. Whoa. So he's been around that long? I guess so.
He's
That's
been
only-
around since probably like
for a long time.
2006.
Okay. Huh.
So he
I'll
first
reach out,
started
see if we can
his
get him on the
music
show.
career. Well, he actually just quit YouTube, so there's that.
I mean, if you're a billionaire, why the fuck do you want to go
Just-
through all that? Like, I don't know.
Just revenue, and like that's, and then like the cosmetic stuff. That's how free fucking advertising, man. He does. His
Well,
own
did he
advertising.
quit YouTube, or is he going to stop making content but keep his channel open?
He said quit YouTube, but it's
I bet you he
I
keeps
don't-
his channel open because I'm sure he's got fucking so much content on there.
oh,
It'll
he's not
still be a
going to delete
revenue.
it, but he's just gonna stop making
right.
content for YouTube.
Plus, he
Um,
has like 3 businesses that he completely runs and controls. So
yes,
Including
so what he
apparently,
did-
what was it?
Star Farms Meat.
Yeah.
Well, like his big thing was
Mountain
he
yaks.
bought warehouses and started. He makes does he make the merch, or he might have the warehouses where he houses a lot of people's merch.
Plus, he owns the factory that makes his makeup, so he uses like
He yes, so he completely owns, but that's the way I guess he put all of his money into the makeup first. But yes, he completely owns his makeup company.
Oh shit, he
completely.
owns Killer Merch. I know that company.
And then his merch company is how he makes that fucking
Oh, he makes so
money.
much money off of that. Because I know
Yeah, he
I know
shits
who
money.
they are. I didn't know he owned that. Killer Merch is a massive print-on-demand company, and
Yeah.
like for YouTubers and stuff that aren't like they have so many followers, they're not really concerned about profit margin and more about quantity sales. So like he charges them an ass load for print-on-demand stuff, and just I mean yeah, they're just printing money out of that place.
Yes. So
Didn't know that. Interesting to know.
like he was fucking living next to the Kardashians in Calabasas. Like those were his fucking neighbors. Dude.
You know what's crazy? For the longest
not-
time, I thought Calabasas was a place in like Alabama. It doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like a bougie neighborhood in like North LA, you know? Like I'm from Calabasas because I heard it from a POD song, you know.
Oh my gosh, what is it?
From Madrid to Calabasas, Tijuana,
Speaking
Mexico.
of the Kardashians
no,
and
me no.
Calabasas,
What?
what about our boy Kanye?
I know. That's the title of the episode. Fucking, it seems like the country of Italy is like up in arms about him getting his dick sucked on a water taxi.
Oh, is that when his butt was out? I just saw his giant ass. That was all I saw. Is that what's going on?
Allegedly, because the picture shows him like kind of like with his ass. So obviously his pants are pulled down. And then the following picture is kind of her head coming up from where like it would have been in his lap.
Okay, but did we see dick and mouth in
No.
any of these pictures?
No, and also like I thought Italians were down for a good time. Like why are they so pissed off that he's getting his dick sucked in a water taxi?
You know, I thought Rome is where fun was invented.
And
I
then
mean, were
also
there
it's
like a
just
bunch of
the whole
kids
hype
around or
train of
something? Like
Let's shit on Kanye for everything he does too. So
I don't even know like who is this quote wife of his. Apparently they're not actually legally married. They just say they are.
no idea, man.
Let me look her up real quick. I'm just gonna.
While Jake's looking that up, like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes. Another thing, like, I'm really going to try, I've been super busy doing all this shit that I do. So, but I'm going to try to start posting more on like social media about what we do, like clips and shit. So if I do make a new post on like Instagram or Facebook, like share it with your friends, put it on your stories. Let's grow the channel. And then, yeah, thanks also. You already know what it is. The podcast for Nooners by Nooners. We kind of had what do they call that? A live open? Where you just like hit record while you're talking?
Oh, like a cold open.
Is that a cold open? Okay. But, yeah, I know it's Thursday night and NFL started tonight. So I get a lot of people want to watch that game. I've already got my phone going off with fantasy football shit,
I
but
remember like the NFL theme song that I.
dun dun dun
So-
dun.
I can't really find much about her other than apparently she's an Australian architect.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's from Melbourne.
Big O titties be an architect.
Big O fucking heavies.
Yeah, she looks. I think when they first started dating, she had very very similar features to Kim Kardashian, and she's kind of evolving into something else now. As they do,
Davidson?
as they do with Kanye. You know, what was the last one? Julia Fox or whatever her name is,
Oh,
the one from Uncut Gems.
bitch.
Uncut Gems.
And now she just like she's completely irrelevant, so she just stays relevant by wearing like pasties in public, I guess. Which I love
Yeah, that
I
bitch
love
has
the
a
pictures,
weird
but I mean like
fucking
okay.
style.
I don't know.
That's like a new thing now.
To just be like completely naked out in public.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah,
I don't
I
care.
guess
Go
so.
for it. Like, I'm not gonna shame anybody. You know me. I'm DG4L, y'all. But her way of doing it is very odd. To where it's like she's trying to be artistic, but in reality, she just wants the attention. Where I think, like the Doja Cats and Dua Lipas in the world that are wearing like just sheer dresses with thongs underneath. That's just like a fashion trend thing.
What do you think
Forget
about Doja Cat's whole?
That girl's doing something else now.
Yeah. So I had no clue about Doja Cat or like how her life was going, other than like,
I just kind of checked out.
Other-
I saw the whole demon thing, and I'm like, you know what? I'm okay.
well, so last time I saw her was like, or even like saw a picture of her was probably like 2 years ago or something, or like it's been a while, right? And I was like, even then I really wasn't like into her. I was like, okay. And then I saw a picture of her today when somebody in like the RPR chat brought her up. And yeah, she got like a shaved head and was all fucked up. I was like, either she's joined some cult or somebody's like got her on drugs. Yeah, Doja Cow. I looked up Doja Cow. I like Doja Cow.
Yeah, that was fun. She was super thick at that time, like too, before she was like got real big. And then it just got real fucking weird, and she's super fucking thin now. Like, I understand, like, she's working crazy hard. You're going to lose weight.
That Ozempic.
But it's just kind of
Show
like,
that Ozempic.
and like, yeah, it just got like she got like weird tattoos, and then she's like, I'm not fucking demonic, and then she, came out with the demon stuff, and it's just like, you're trolling, like that's what you like to do, but maybe. I don't know. Are you okay?
Yeah, I don't know. I know my
Anyone ask her if she's okay?
my two favorite Ratchet Dirty Girls are releasing a song tonight, so I'm excited for that.
Ooh.
Who dat?
Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, they did another song together?
Apparently called Bongos. So I'm waiting to see them like playing with each other's titties in a music video or something. I get it. Like
fun.
her speaking in a way annoys me, but at the same time, like Cardi B is just so ridiculously ratchet that I am into it.
I know.
I'm like, God, that video or that reel she posted on Instagram with her and Offset or whoever, is she married to Offset?
Yeah.
Or is that the one that got shot?
No, Takeoff.
Takeoff took off to fucking heaven. All right, that makes sense. Or wherever. But that, like, where they're in that suite in Vegas and she's just twerking all over the place.
Have you seen her on her new island?
Yeah, that island is the size of my entire kitchen. And I am here for it.
How the fuck are you gonna clean that bitch, huh?
She pays someone.
And scrub that shit?
That's
She doesn't clean it.
That's for her Puerto Rican relatives that she hires to clean her house to figure out. She doesn't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't give a fuck who's cleaning it. I'm just talking
For
about
Christmas
actually
one year,
fucking
she
cleaning it
gifted
and
her
how you
husband.
do it.
One like was like Christmas last year, the year before, as a present, she gave her husband a refrigerator full of money.
Where's she at though? Where are those women at?
I don't know, man. In the strip clubs.
Well, she was drugging people at a strip club for a bit.
I think she wasn't. She out of wasn't she working in like what's that really famous one in Atlanta?
I've never been to a strip club. I don't know.
There's a really famous strip club in Atlanta that's like kind of unofficially tied to like the Atlanta hip hop industry. Like all sorts of meetings and shit used to go down in there, and like
I know she was on Love and Hip Hop, but I always thought she was like in New York.
Yeah, no, she was in New York.
was she in New York? I don't know. All I know is she got a fat ass and she's ratchet as fuck, and I love it.
Yeah, she's a New York girl.
Yeah, she's got more red flags than a circus. So.
I mean, she would like during like when she was on I think like Love and Hip Hop, she was dating a guy who was locked up, and she was like, if I hook up with a chick, that's not cheating.
If I hook up with a chick, that don't count.
I was like, I like her. I don't know why.
Was she on that? Was she on Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen that show.
Her at ACL, aka ACL, and she was fucking 35 to 45 minutes late. And people are starting to boo her, but she came out and it was fucking awesome.
She was on Love and Hip Hop in 2011. Wow. Oh, she looks way different there.
What was it? Bodak Black? Was that her big?
Bodak Yellow.
But yeah, thank you. I was like, Kodak Black. Like, yeah, I got him, and that song I'm confused. That came out in like what, 2015?
2016.
And it didn't get big until like 2017, 2018.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
you know, it got big the year I graduated. So.
Because Lizzo's song was the same way. Like it was out for a couple of years, and then they had it on that Netflix movie, and then it got fucking massive, and that's when Lizzo skyrocketed. So
well, let's be honest. It costs way too much money to skyrocket.
Way too money.
Way too money. Sorry, my right when I was speaking that sentence, the fan on my air conditioner went off, and I heard it in my headphones, and it tripped me up. But it costs way too much money to skyrocket Lizzo anywhere. Okay. Last I heard, it's like $100,000 per pound to launch something into space. So.
I'm sorry. I guess people are having problems with. Am I not talking loud enough, or is it my mic?
Charlie, they're fucking with you. It's become a bit at this point.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Get angry, Charlie. Yell into that microphone.
Well, like, to be fair.
Shame. Loudly shame the people talking shit about you in the live chat right now.
No, like, I don't see my sound bar really moving up that much, so I'm like, they might not really be hearing me. I don't know.
I don't see any of our sound bars off the side really moving a lot.
Yeah, no, like, for you, I hear you at the same level I hear Bill.
Yeah, sounds good to me. But I don't know. Whatever.
Oh yeah, it's not a bit. I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's a fucking bit. Granted, I have a problem with mumbling. This is not the first time I've been fucking told that. So I'm like, it might just be me, and I need.
We could. It might be something. Maybe you need to like. There might be like an internal volume thing with your microphone and your computer. We can figure out later if we don't do it now. But but we'll figure it out later. We're not professionals. God knows we're not professionals.
Yeah, it really might be me. I have because I get told I'm fucking loud so much. I feel like I dumb down my voice.
I can see that.
And so I just feel like I'm just being too fucking loud.
Yeah.
But
when I was like,
I can see my shit moving a little bit more. Is this better, guys?
I think it is picking up from your computer.
Huh?
Maybe.
I think they're right. I think it might be picking up from your computer because if you get closer to your computer, it picks up the sound.
Oh, is it not even picking up from your microphone? That is true. It didn't sound any different when you started yelling into your microphone. But I get it. I mean, when I was like 11, my mom told me I talked too much, so I didn't speak for like 4 weeks.
Wait.
Look at me now, Mom.
God.
Yeah, no. I never shut the fuck up.
And now it's coming back to me because my 7-year-old never stops fucking talking, ever. I'll be like, just trying to do something. He's like, Dad, what's up, dude? I got a question. Okay. What's space made out of? I was like, you don't have a fucking question. You just want to talk. Get out of here.
Bill keeping the white girl down.
That's my lot in life. I'm here to just keep the white girl down. I raise the ladies of color up while I bring the white girls down. I'm here to equalize the field, right? We just talked about this. I'm into Cardi B.
Yeah, no, if Jessica was on the show, you'd be able to hear her, huh?
That's true, but she's loud as fuck. She's a yappy ass Latinx, Somebody text Charlie to figure out how to get her microphone switched over?
Well, like
You're right over
the-
there,
the
buddy.
speaker.
No, you'll go into microphone settings
It's right next to camera.
down at the bottom.
You know, you gotta love
Do
like
do 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 do. We're
any
figuring
tech
things
stuff.
out on air.
La 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 la. Is it just
Um,
like, I don't know.
yeah.
Oh.
Where'd she go?
She might have switched it over.
Oh, is that better?
Holy shit!
No.
Oh my
Now
god.
we're here. Now we've got
Has
it.
it just not been picking up my microphone this entire time?
I bought
I don't think it has.
I bought
been.
Charlie a microphone weeks ago. And the whole
Months
time, like,
ago.
what the fuck is going
No,
on?
it's
with
been
this
months ago. I didn't know it didn't choose it on this.
Yeah, I know you can't wrap your lady brain around IT stuff.
Well, no, we've just barely been using the Riverside thing, so
Oh, okay.
it hasn't been
Blame
that
it.
long.
Blame it on the tech.
Can you assholes hear her now?
What do you mean blame it on the tech? It didn't. It was on some different fucking default speaker, dick face.
Uh huh.
I'm the one with the fucking bachelor's in IT. Don't fucking come for me like this. I will chew you up and spit you out. Don't fucking do this. So
this is
let's
what the people-
move on,
Do
honey.
you know? Do you know how many people listening to this right now are super turned on by you?
Fight, 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 fight.
Like ripping me a new one right now.
I mean, last week you asked me how to get me mad. This is a good way.
Charlie's popping off, everyone. This is it.
This is me popping up. This is me popping off.
We
Good
thought we were
lord.
gonna be on like a tangent of dirty jokes, and Charlie was just gonna be like fucking with her eye twitching in
No.
the corner.
Now talk about how pathetic people's dicks are. Let's go. Let's keep this. Let's really get this rolling.
Just lay into them.
You have a tiny dick. You have the smallest dick I've ever seen.
I didn't say my dick.
It's
Come
fucking
on.
pathetic. I'm not talking to you.
Oh,
I'm talking to you when listening. This is supposed to be POV, right?
oh.
God.
Some weird ASMR shit from
Yeah.
Charlie.
I thought that's what you fucking wanted from me. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for giving you what you were just asking for.
But now apparently Charlie's microphone and camera can't work well together. We'll figure this out. later.
What?
You
No,
keep
now Womb wants 4K.
well, 4K is tough.
4K is expensive.
4K is
we don't got
really
4K
tough.
money.
Fear with this is like I'm in his house. I like that. I like that. You feel like I'm in your house. I would actually like it more if you felt like I was in the bushes outside of your windows
Ooh.
into your bedroom.
I mean,
He's
Charlie
probably
is a
But
goth girl, and
I don't
Halloween
always
season-
get what I want, and I kind of like that.
his
So-
bushes probably
This
have claymores in them just in case. So like I don't know.
Shit, to fucking take me out. Do you think that I wouldn't? Are you trying? Like, do you think that deters me? That just makes me even more excited to be there.
You like the danger, huh?
I just want to fucking die.
Oh,
You know what's
come
better
on
than
now.
like claymores? Just a bundle of brown recluse eggs.
Brown
bushes.
recluses.
It's recluse eye.
I actually knew somebody. I knew somebody when I was in middle school that was like crawling underneath his deck and got bit by one, and like almost had to have his thumb amputated.
I got bit by a black widow in kindergarten.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, like me and one of my dumbass friends were on the playground, and we found a black widow, and Spider-Man had come out only a couple years before I went into elementary school.
What?
So-
Like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Yeah, Tobey Maguire
Jesus
Spider-Man.
Christ, man! Like,
Yeah, no, I think I started elementary school in like 2003 or 5, around there. But either way, so we found the Black Widow on the playground, and I let it bite me because I thought I was going to turn into Spider-Man. And
this
Interesting.
explains a lot.
Yeah, no, he ran crying to my teacher because like he knew the hourglass meant bad. So like she grabbed me, ran me to the office, and then like within 5 minutes, my mom was there, and like they rushed me to the hospital and everything. And they're like, "What kind of spider bit him?" And they're like a black widow. And then after about 12 hours in the hospital, my mom took me home, and I
Did
was
you
in the
wake up
kitchen.
trying to just like sling the spider cum everywhere?
No, I asked her when I was going to turn into Spider Man.
God. Did she? Were you in like? Did you have to ride a shorter bus after that, or?
No, that's that. I think that's around the time I got tested for ADHD.
And how'd that come up?
Oh, I was on Adderall for like till I was 18.
Good lord.
But not
dude.
now.
No, I don't take it anymore.
No,
Why?
he just
Not.
he just smokes Pall Malls like a trashy New Mexican
Dude, my mom pronounces them pale males, and I'm
Pall
like,
Mall. Yeah.
what?
Not,
And she was
it's
like,
not Palm.
that's what we call them when I would go pick them up from my mom at the store, pale male. And I'm like, okay, mom, you're okay. Calm down.
I had a friend in high school that his mom, like after she got divorced, like moved into this like barn dominium thing, would always let us come over and like drink and have bonfire parties. And she'd always smoke Virginia Slims in this like silk nightgown thing. And the more I look back at that, the more I feel like I missed an opportunity. And then she started dating this professional bass fisherman who was like a complete fucking dipshit. Like, I won't say his name on air, but just like he had like he painted his truck to match his bass boat.
Oh, he's one of those.
And I probably met him. I probably ran into him at the house like a dozen times, and every time he would introduce me to him by his full name followed by professional bass fisherman. I was like, yes, dude, I've met you. This is like the 10th time I've met you. Like, I know. Like, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's weird. The mom was hot though. I really feel like I missed an opportunity there.
Yeah, no, and these are lucky strikes. I'll have you guys.
Oh,
know.
Lucky Strikes. Sorry to mix up my white trash cigarettes. By the way, Jake, don't start smoking cigarettes. Come on, you're better than this.
Don't listen to Bill. Smoke those fucking cigarettes. I'm gonna restart my shit, and maybe that'll fix my webcam stuff.
Yeah,
Are
no,
you are you on the
but you-
webcam? Are you on the webcam that I bought you?
No, yes, I am, but I am seeing on my side that it's fucked up. So I'm gonna refresh.
All
and
right.
Maybe that'll
Well,
fix
while
it.
you're gone, we're gonna talk shit about you. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
cool.
We have nothing to talk shit.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Charlie, you're perfect. So don't worry about it.
You know, so do you have a yard?
Do I have a
If you do,
yard?
You should really go to Home Depot and buy the 12-foot skeleton.
There's a dude in my neighborhood who's already got it out, man. And it's wearing, I don't know how they got it. Part of me is impressed that they found one, and another part of me that hates this state that I live in obsession for college football. They found it's a 12-foot tall skeleton, but it has a fucking Iowa Hawkeyes football jersey that fits it. And I'm like, God fucking damn it. Charlie, you
That's
look great
custom
now.
made.
Charlie, can you hear us? Nope. You're muted. You're muted.
Did I did mute? I just okay. Hi, sorry, that was my bad.
Charlie,
I think I still might look like shit, but I tried. I'm sorry.
you
yeah, it's
look-
I
kind of
do.
bouncing
Look at
around.
me.
You're fine. You're fine. You're
Well, if
you're
if I don't look good on YouTube, I'm sorry.
your aesthetics match your like, you know, your use of technology right now. You're still in the 60s.
I just whatever.
For people listening, Charlie has a very, very nice looking, like 60s chic about her. It works. It looks really great. Oh, now we're echoing now. God damn it.
I mean, if you can
There we go.
see it, okay. Sorry. if
Who's
I'm
the
all
one? Who's the
pixelated
one that got
and-
murdered by the Manson family?
Sharon Tate.
Yeah, she got
Yeah.
Sharon Tate about her.
It's not. It's the list.
You know, like the Margot Robbie.
Not the
Sharon
blonde.
Tate,
I'm not
too.
talking about the blonde. I'm just talking about the overall aesthetic. You know, very Austin Powers ish. You know.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you, Womb.
That like Heather Graham, Austin Powers look. Yeah, I can see that. Just brunette. I do miss being blonde, but it was just way too fucking much maintenance.
You're
Yeah.
like a Texas
do
white
it.
girl blonde though, so it's like a bleached platinum, right? If you do blonde.
Like stripper blonde.
Well, so I told my hairdresser I wanted to look like Elsa. That was my inspiration. Then I realized it was just my love of Girls Next Door and the Playboy Platinum, and I was like, oh fuck, it is platinum that I'm trying to go for. But yeah, I love.
I didn't mean to call
So
out
then
on
you had
that,
to
I
let
was
it go?
joking.
Did you
But
just
no,
have-
you're completely right. But yeah, like in the beginning, I was like, no, I just want like that. Like I wanted I didn't want a brassy blonde. I wanted a very blue, icy blonde, but I wanted it as blonde as it can go. And I did that, and then it like my hair just started getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and I was like, why is it doing this? And it's like it's probably because I'm fucking bleaching it for the last 2
Womb
years.
said this looks like
Maybe
a
I just need to
roll. Womb said it looks like a Rolodex of Polaroids.
Yeah, that's why I told him fuck you, asshole.
I get it, but listen, I would rather have the better audio and then the snapshots. Don't anybody watching this do this later and go clip out the weird facial expressions that Charlie's getting frozen in and make a super cut and tag her in it on Instagram. Nobody do
Is
that.
it- That would
Bill,
be,
that makes me think you're gonna go.
I
do
would
that.
laugh, but I would also hate
I don't
it.
have time to do it. But I'm also
I don't know.
asking other people, don't do that.
I wonder
I
if I
don't know
could do
if
that
it's
as a
my
project.
internet or like what the fuck's doing that. Is it my old computer? I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, does this happen on your OnlyFans?
I don't have that. There's the supply and demand on there is just too much. I'm
It
too
is
smart
apparently
to
it is
try on
saturated
that.
now. Like there's like ladies that I guess original OnlyFans ladies that are coming out against like how saturated the platform is, and they're like, now I have to go back to mainstream porn. I was like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's just kind of like
You know, like
well,
everyone I know,
good.
everyone has an OnlyFans. It's like not even cool anymore.
Well, the problem is like there's so many people on there, but then also like I knew some. So I've spoken to somebody that me and my wife know well, and they started an OnlyFans where they don't show their face, they don't have identifiable tattoos and stuff. But at the same time, like she's like, well, I don't make any money off of it. I was like, well, how do you market it? She's like, well, I don't. I was like, well, you got to do like the Instagram, right? And it's one of those things you can make money off of it, but it's like if you want to make real money off of it, you have to act like you're trying to make real money off of it. And at that point, go do something else, I guess. Like put your efforts somewhere
Go to
else.
film school.
Get an OnlyHands. Why is Jake not here anymore?
What?
Why is your camera not working anymore?
It's working to me.
God damn.
Oh fuck! I just got it dirty.
Lord. Well, hopefully the audio sounds great. Because the video, good Lord, you know, it's like we're having that Austin weather rolling in right now.
I
moment
paused
till-
my YouTube, so I'm hoping if like it was my internet, maybe it's cleared up now. I don't know.
Well, now you just fucked the whole thing up, Charlie. Good Lord. I was about to start talking about how Britney Spears went on Instagram with a puppy last week, and we have not seen that puppy since. What happened to the puppy? Now she's
Same
getting.
thing that happened to me.
Now she's spending all her time in a tattoo parlor, posting up pictures on Instagram with like random naked men in her bed.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun for her.
Mm-hmm. If anybody should get an OnlyFans, it should be her. So at least she can make some money for her kids before she dies.
I would hope that they're set for life, and so is she.
I don't
For all
know.
the things
I
she's
I have a
done.
sneaking suspicion that like she is wealthy. Like compared to what anybody listening to this podcast compares it to, she is very much wealthy. But I don't think she has the Britney Spears money that we think she does. And if
Well,
she
Oh, she for
does,
sure does not.
if she does, she's burning through it so fast.
There's other stuff that there's residuals. She did a lot of different perfumes and shit like
But
that.
where's the puppy?
so-
That's what I want to know. I don't care about the money. Where is this puppy she bought last week?
We just want to know about the puppy.
You would think that she would be posting pictures of her puppy, but she literally made one post about this puppy she bought, and the next you know, she's fucking off to the Bahamas getting a dragon tattoo up her back.
Really? Is that what she's up to now?
Yeah. Do you guys not follow her on Instagram?
No.
I think I might have unfollowed her.
You should follow it. It's like watching somebody's like descent into madness. It's macabre. It's dark. You know.
Well, I mean, it's kind of been like that with her since 2007, to be fair.
Why is it doing this? I'm trying to get over here. Anyways.
Leave Brittany alone.
No. The problem is we're leaving Brittany alone. Maybe we shouldn't. But like I've said before, the conservatorship thing, like she's lucky that she's rich enough that there's people around her that care what she does with her life. Because if I started going fucking crazy and spending all my money, like nobody would give a shit about me. They just let me go homeless.
True.
Where did Jake go?
I don't.
There he is.
Did he restart like I did?
Like, yeah.
I don't know
Jake.
what happened. Am I back?
I guess.
Where did you go, man?
I don't know,
Good
dude.
Lord. Good
You're
Lord.
just gone.
Thank
This kinda
God.
happened.
Thank God the extra content we're going to make is pre-recorded and you won't see our faces. So,
Just some bullshit that we're up to.
Look,
And
it's
now-
not like this all the time.
now that we
and
have Charlie's microphone figured out and she went from being here on my audio levels to fucking up here. Now we have room to work. Now we have room to
can turn
work.
it down a
We can
little
bring
bit
the
there.
audio down a little bit for Charlie. Either that, or
Boy,
now
do
she's
you
just
really want to be that
pissed.
puppy?
Now she's just pissed and screaming in the microphone.
Yeah.
Don't take your past traumas out on me, Charlie, okay? I'm your friend here.
I will. I have to
No,
take it out on somebody.
Nah, take your traumas.
Take it out on Jake.
Might
He's,
as well be you.
take it out
Throwback
on Jake.
fucking
He's single,
Ferngully.
therefore it makes it less weird.
Do what?
Take it out on Jake. He's single, therefore it's less weird.
Take it on both of you. Fuck off. Anyone who's around.
To be
Everyone's
honest,
getting
to be
yelled at.
honest, if my wife heard you really just like bitching me out, she'd probably be into it. She's like, "Yeah, give it to him." Like, fuck him.
You know what? Yeah.
Like, is that a thing? Is that like a weird like thing in the cuck universe where some wife just wants to see some other lady just bitching her husband out?
I don't know. That might actually like provoke a more
Like,
instinctual
without the
like,
sex, it's just like-
protectiveness. So then it's just kind of like, no, bitch, but then that might work
No.
out for you. So like
No.
either way,
No, my wife
do you even
immediately would
call
be
a
like,
female
"Yeah,
cuck?
fuck him. He's a piece of shit." And then you two would fuck off together for the night. And I'd be over here like,
well,
"What
it's one
the
of those things where it's like, wait a minute, I can bully him, but nobody else can.
Mm.
But that might be more of like a friend sibling thing.
Yeah. So yeah, is there like vocal cucking? Where it's just like, I just want to watch somebody else bitch at my husband.
I mean, what do you even call a female cuck?
Cuck queen?
A cuck queen?
Really? You don't own the internet?
No,
Oh,
I don't. I
yeah.
don't have time to go fuck around on the internet anymore.
Yeah, cuck queen is the inverse, the female inverse of a cuck. And there is a serious lack of content in that world, by the way. Because mainly it just turns into a threesome,
Yeah, yeah, I can. Yeah.
you know? But whatever. What?
Womb confirmed. Womb confirmed. So
Yeah, I know. I mean,
our in-house degenerate producer.
like I have,
Oh my god.
like,
There you go, Bill.
yeah, I know. I'm sure he's got a
sure
Reddit
there's a
thread.
Reddit
Yep, there it
thread
is.
for it.
Yep, of course, he's got a Reddit thread for it. Like Womb seems to have like the field knowledge, you know, where I have the technical knowledge in these things. And field knowledge is definitely worth more. But I have been to some dark, dark places on the internet in my life.
I don't know. Speaking of dark places on the internet, we got a story in our group chat on Snapchat today. And
Mhm.
it was about a Japanese porn shoot where they pretended the car went off the hill and there was an actress in it who died. And her best friend was also in it. And she was crying while getting fucked in the porno.
Wait. So they're filming a porn in the back of a car as the car is crashing?
Something like that, or it like rolls off a cliff as they're filming, and the girl is under the impression that both people in the car died, and her friend was in the car. And so
Wait, what
they
girl?
film her
What girl's on the girl getting fucked?
So there's two girls on the set, and they're best friends apparently. I might be explaining this really wrong, Charlie. If you need to back me up.
I'm not on
No, no,
this.
no.
I'm not in this chat.
It's going great. Keep going. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, no, and so the girl
Focus,
who
Jake.
thought her friend
Focus.
died. The girl who thought her friend died had her scene to film after. So she's getting fucked after just thinking her friend died. And she's like crying while doing the porn shoot and everything.
Oof, that's dark.
And then as soon as like they finish the scene, her friend comes out of nowhere, and it was a prank the whole time.
Okay, maybe funny. Part of me is like, that's also really fucking dark. The fact that she still did the scene after thinking her friend died and she's crying the whole time and the friend let that happen. Like that is, oof. I mean, I can get down some dark shit, but that is a little too dark. Like, and it was like Japanese. Well, first off, it's all blurred, so they like blur her tears the whole time. Like, Japanese porn sucks.
He didn't say anything about that, but it was on some site because we had started talking about Rotten.com. Well, I had shared a thing about Rotten.com on Instagram, and then he told me about some other site, and I was like, "Oh, I never heard about that." And he was like, "It's a lot of porn bloopers and like accident videos," and I was like, "Porn bloopers," and then like that was one
Porn
of the stories
blooper.
that he
I've seen a
shared.
lot of porn bloopers. They're fairly funny, but I've never seen a blooper where a chick who's getting railed out is doing so as she thought she just witnessed her friend die.
So what I gathered from it was
I'm not going to mention his name. Who
the friend was getting railed out that she was
Text it to me.
watching, but then like that happened. And then they were like, well, we have to continue the shoot. Like, we need this done. Like, this tragedy happened, but we still need
like
results.
Like,
and so
yeah,
they
we'll
talked this
grieve
person
later,
in-
but bitch, you've been paid. We need results.
And like, this
right?
girl had nothing to do with the porn set. She was just a friend. So they talked her into finishing
my
what
God.
the friend had
Even
started.
darker. Fuck that. Like,
But
gross.
but it was just a blowjob because he happened to say the words she swallowed like a good girl. So I'm assuming it was just a blowjob, and so like they talked her into doing that, and then after the friend came out, and then she found out like the friend wasn't dead, but they literally coerced her into finishing what the friend had started. So it's even worse than what Jake made it out to be. To be fair,
That is terrible.
it's even
That's
worse.
fucking terrible.
I was listening to him explain it while I was driving, so I was like getting bits
Yeah.
and pieces. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, yeah. She wasn't. I don't think she was even a part of it. They fucking coerced her into being a part of porn. So it's like, oh, it's.
But even like to making it be
way
like, oh, well,
worse.
it's only a blowjob. Like, I don't know. Part of me thinks like it'd been better if she was like just getting fucked from behind while she like cries. They can take, but now you can like watch her like, because you know she's not like those tears aren't because that Chinese or the Japanese cock is so big. She's like gagging on it, you know. And then she's like, was it like, oh, swallowed? Like, oh my god, that's one of the darkest things I've ever heard. Text me who sent you that so I can chastise them in private and then also get a link to this. My
I'll let
Fridays,
you know
Just left the
site.
Snapchat
my
group, Bill.
my Fridays get boring. I know. I get so many requests for groups and stuff that I just don't have time, guys. Like, if you've ever invited me to a group chat and I've denied it or left, like, don't take it personally. I have a trillion things going on that like I can't. It just my phone blows up all day anyways. Like I can't have somebody sending me some shit in my desk while I'm trying to get something done in my full-time job about some poor bereaved Japanese girl getting talked into doing a blowjob scene as a prank. You
See
know.
what Loom put? R didn't like that.
No, I'm not following your. Once we get our Patreon set up, we should have a segment like once a month with Womb Raider, where he just picks a random subreddit and like goes through the weird shit he finds on it.
Just a whole show.
That
Like an
would be
hour
fun.
about like subreddit like I don't know, like ratchet rectal baddies or whatever the fuck you can think of. Like
I'm sure if you can think of it, it's there.
Rule 34.
subreddit, I love my raccoon. Like, I don't know. Like, good God.
Oh, yeah, of course that exists.
Like, he'll find something. I guarantee we might have to do this, Womb, by the way, if we start a Patreon, which we are, by the way, soon. To just not because we want money, it's because the stuff we want to do content wise has to go on to Patreon.
Cannot put it on.
Before this idea, not because it was illicit, but it was a lot of watch along stuff. We'll get you on like once a month to do something. Just find the craziest fucking subreddit, which we probably still won't actually be able to show what's on it. But you can at least tell us, describe to us what's on it, and we can react. And then people
We're
can
gonna
go,
get a lot of pictures tonight from him. I hope you guys know.
oh my God, he sends me shit all the time. What is he sending now?
Wow, this sub exists.
Oh, wow, this sub exists. Reddit, like the only reason I go on Reddit anymore is for like walkthroughs on video games and because Tumblr's not around anymore and I need porn gifs.
And he can't search them in Twitter anymore.
Yeah.
Twitter sucks. I don't like Twitter. I've never liked Twitter. I go on there and try to find the people I want to find and they're not on there. Like, you know how many times I have to go in there and like I have to follow the link trail now to get to Violet Summers' fucking Twitter? And Womb, I'm assuming you know who the fuck that is, but she's hot. But whatever. Also, speaking of, sexual crimes that Womb is certainly involved in, allegedly. Hyde from that 70s show just got 30 to life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.
Which I don't know a lot about this trial. The first one was pretty publicized and he got off. So what the fuck came up in this? Was this an appeal?
Yeah, it was something like witness tampering or something.
Well, I thought the first one was a hung jury, and I guess it like that's gonna go to, I don't know what happens after that. So I have no idea, but it's just kind of like, damn. All right,
But I mean, I
guess
guess
Scientology won.
exactly. Like it's got to be a Scientology hit piece, right? Like,
Yeah, yes, because like let's be fair, most places in America, when it comes to rape, they do not prosecute that harshly. So it's like,
well, exactly like 30 years
I
to
got
life,
fucked.
and I'm not. I think it's one of the most egregious
Or they're
crimes.
like trying to be like, we're using him as an example.
Maybe.
Like maybe they're finally now turning around on the fucking, charges for rape because like there have been like even what for like a lot of like college athletes, like they would get off for like rape charges and shit
Mhm.
like that and be like 6 months. Like
Yeah, 6 months of
super
house
fucking
arrest
low.
or something. You know.
Yeah. And then like wasn't like there was some headline where it was like there was some judge up for some big government role and it was like, weren't you administering like the minimum sentences for sexual assaults, like and below the minimum sentence? And it's like, well, that's not something that's new or that's not practice all around. And it's just kind of like, what the fuck are like what?
Yeah,
Nah,
no, I
but
think
to
So
this
make an
is the start of.
example out of him after, and again, like I don't want to like, if he did it, like he should be prosecuted, right? For
right.
one, these are charges from allegedly like 20 years ago
And yeah, and see
that are just now
that's
being
where
brought up
things
as
start
he's
getting
like he's,
icky.
you know, rumored to be trying to leave the church because Scientology, by the way, unless you are a
Yeah.
celebrity, Scientology is just there to bilk you out of your money and ruin your life. And
Yeah.
the Scientology that celebrities get is a complete different side of Scientology that
And
the
it
people that
depends on like your status of celebrity
Mhm.
too.
So it's very odd that the rumors come out that he's trying to leave the Church of Scientology. So
And
I don't know.
then
I
all
think
this shit happened.
maybe some shit happened with him and these two women that maybe shouldn't have happened or whatever. Scientology set him up. So like the real criminal here is them. Like whether
The
if
real
he
criminal is Tom Cruise.
not on YouTube, he listens, okay?
A
TC.
bad
We'll call him
Tom.
TC. Because last thing I want to do is be accused of sexual assault because we mentioned Tom Cruise on my podcast, you know? But
Right.
like if he did do something untowards 20 years ago and the church covered it up as part
This
of
whole
a
time, and then
like
they're like, now we're gonna fuck you.
right, like okay,
It's like either way, fuck you.
yeah. And then or if he didn't do anything and they're just making it seem like he did, then I'm like, okay, like I don't know. To me, like Scientology is the big bad in all of this, right? Like the big bad. I'm not saying if he did what he's being accused of doing,
Right.
he's not blameless in this, right? And he should be punished. But to out of a 20-year-old case that didn't have enough evidence for anything close to a conviction the first time, it gets appealed because of a hung jury, and then he gets 30 years to life. Like
Yep.
it seems like somebody is pulling a string here to, really fuck this dude over. Not fuck him over. Once again, I don't want to water down. If he did what he did, I don't want to water it down. But the sentence he got does not match what other people in that situation get. Right? Like,
I think too, like this is the start of California saying like, hey, we're not fucking around with this anymore, and like the film industry is starting to clean itself up with a lot of sexual assault and covering it up and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't help but imagine that Scientology was behind a lot of this.
Maybe even all of it. Who knows?
Are they the new? Are Scientologists the new, like 100 years from now? Are Scientology it's like the Scientologists were behind 9/11,
Oh God, I don't know
right?
about that.
Replacing that other religion that people blame things on all the time. Unwarranted, by the way, I will say.
We'll
Unwarranted.
hear Sean saying that.
Yeah, Sean. Sean's gonna be, dude. Sean Arshando is gonna be the next Alex Jones. He's gonna he's gonna have the whole thing. He's gonna be sitting there in his flat-billed hat. I love Sean, by the way, dude. I'm just talking shit on you because I love you. And you're gonna have your flat-billed hat and your fucking sunglasses, talking about how Scientology did, I don't know, December 12th or whatever it is in the future, and how the government is, I don't know, like making clouds gay or something. I put it there. Sean is the next Alex Jones. And I say that in full confidence because you have it, dude. Go get it. Just
Fucking
don't
him and Adam.
maybe stay out of rationalizing child shootings on the government.
That's $1 billion mistake right there.
Yeah. Maybe just stay out of that one. Say weird shit. Just maybe keep dead kids out of it because that doesn't work out well for anybody.
Yeah. No.
Nah. So, anyways, we're going to hop off of here because we might actually try to shoot our first bit of Patreon content. And if we do, we will explain that more on the next episode because it's not going to be live. And there's a reason why it's not going to be live because I want to do some cool stuff with editing and whatnot. Have Charlie look like an anime chick. And I'm just kidding.
Zach
Not really.
Bryan got arrested?
Do?
Zach Bryan apparently got arrested, according to Beersworth, I think.
Probably domestic terrorism or something. Who knows? They're coming after what's his name next, I'm sure. Who's the dude? Who's the dude that Jesse hates?
Oliver Anthony?
Oliver Anthony. Yeah, he'll be arrested next for like, he had his TV on during J6, therefore he's a J6 synthesizer, and that dude. I don't know. I saw him on Rogan. He seems legit. Like I'm not gonna hate on him. I'm not gonna hate on him. It's a dude. It's a normal guy struggling with how to benefit from his fame, but also how to deal with overnight fame.
Well, not sell out. Like people used to give celebrities or band of whatever artists you want to call them like shit for selling out and going big, and it's just kind of like that's not even a thing anymore. And it's just like maybe that should be a thing of for like punk bands, and like people thought Green Day sold out when they signed with a big record label, and it's just kind of like maybe that should be a thing that comes back. Like fuck off, like stop fucking selling out for money. Like stop being a
No, I don't think he's selling. Well,
like
for
the
one,
cool
he
thing,
seems like he didn't sell out to anybody. But then people are like, oh, you didn't sign a
Which is
record
like-
label, but you're
and
doing
like that's
Rogan.
a cool thing. Like that's what he's fucking punk for that.
Right. That's where I'm at. It's like the dude is trying to get recognition for his talent and benefit from that, which why wouldn't you want to do that, right? But at the same time, he is obviously struggling with the downside of becoming famous overnight, which is the fact that you are now a famous person and everything you do gets analyzed and ridiculed and analyzed, and there are more haters in this world than there are people that want to see people do good. So
Well,
I
then
get
there's
it.
people creating articles about you.
I deal with
just
it
to
every
make
day.
money.
I deal with it every day, People just writing negative things about me. I'm just kidding. Nobody writes anything negative about me because nobody writes anything about me. Which is a crack on the fact that we haven't had a new review on iTunes in 4 weeks. I check. We need new reviews. Even if it's talking shit about me, leave a 5-star and then talk shit. Just make it funny. I'm fine as long as it's funny. If you really start going after me, then, my feelings get hurt and I send Charlie after you.
Make her turn off her mic again.
Woof, woof, woof.
Well, now you're just being DMX.
Exactly. X
Hey,
gonna give it to me.
hey, yo, bitch. I need some water.
I
with some
play
lemon.
DMX till I beat the shit out of you.
No, we'll see. Now we're going into a new content stream.
I
I'm
think I
sh-
could be a decent dominatrix, maybe. I don't know.
a decent one. Like I think that's where your life is heading, and that's how you make your millions. By the way, like you're gonna end up having a Bravo show about you being a dominatrix.
I mean,
Don't
I'm
worry.
surprised there's not one already.
All I want is 1% of revenue for coming up with this. Just 1%. Just because I want a little credit,
Just the producer credit.
I just want a little credit. Or I'll take whatever producer credit is.
Yeah, a producer credit.
You'll get a one-time payment.
Well, now you're making me feel like a cheap, dirty whore, okay? Which I'm not.
Well-
I'm also looking out for you, okay?
A one-time
Yeah.
lump sum.
Exactly. JG Wentworth, baby.
Yeah.
No, that's structure.
It's
7.
my money. I need it now. J.G. Wentworth. 8100 cash now. All right,
Mhm.
y'all. That's enough of this bullshit. Anyways, for Jake, for Charlie, I'm Bill. This has been another just wild ride down the crazy train that is the Nooner Nation podcast. And again, not to go down another tangent, I have notes. We rarely stick to them because we just go down tangents. And we do it because we know you love it. Good night, y'all.